Hi everyone, this video is a live demonstration of taking crank web deflection in an auxiliary engine. As per firing order, first we will bring one unit to BDC. Then you can see these 2 points on the web where we can fix the dial gauge. Take a report sheet to note down the readings. We have to take readings at 5 different positions of the piston, starting from BDC port side, TDC, starboard side and BDC starboard. Tie a thin strong thread on the dial gauge and the other end to the bolt fixed at the crankcase so that in case if the dial gauge slips into the sump, you can easily take out. Loosen the lock nut and adjust the dial gauge to the required length and then tight the lock nut again. After tightening, check if the dial gauge is working properly or not. Then fix the dial gauge in the slots given on the web. So fix the dial gauge in place and then set the reading to 0. So when the dial gauge is rightly set into the slot, you can adjust the dial gauge reading to 0. Then with the assistance of one person, you can rotate the flywheel slowly and take 5 readings at the positions we have discussed earlier in 5 different positions of the piston, starting from BDC port slowly to port side and then taking the piston to TDC. When the piston is at TDC, your dial gauge will be at the bottom position. So we have to go to the other side to take the starboard side reading and BDC starboard. You have to stop rotating the flywheel exactly before BDC. If you are going to take the piston to BDC, your connecting rod will come in contact with the dial gauge. So you can note down all the readings of that particular unit into the report sheet, and then one by one you can take the readings for other units also and compare the readings with the manual and check if the deflection is within limits. I hope you got a clear idea of taking crank web deflection of an auxiliary engine.